What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. So guys, LeBron James is in trouble again because of a statement he has made towards Takeoff. Now, what I would like to do is to play this controversial statement, and then we will come back.
I've been listening to those guys for so long. I was listening to those guys when I was my first year with the Heat in 2010. And you can ask any one of my teammates back then, they had no idea who the Migos was. They were like cursing me out when I would play it throughout the weight room or play it throughout the locker room. I was like, I'm telling you, these guys are next. I'm letting you know right now these days, like, turn this off. I don't want to hear this. Just fast forward, I mean, just knowing, you know, Takeoff personally, and send my condolences to Quavo and the family and the whole QC family and everybody.
All right, so you heard that, and shout out to LeBron for making this particular shout out, and I think for most of us, it sounds pretty normal, right? But then I want you to listen to this clip.
We had all these players at the table, all these people at the table trying to discuss what do we do with
players were, who was the head of the,
was
it Chris Paul? Who was it?
Non-existent.
Zero players were in your
would
defense.
Never speak out. Never speak out on a real issue whatsoever. These guys are the quintessential sellouts, the quintessential black bourgeoisie sellouts.
Which players? Which names?
All of them. I'd have trouble naming you one that isn't.
Really?
But especially those guys. Chris Paul, LeBron, all the guys who have been propped up to sit like they speak on behalf of the players or black people. It's kind of the same thing. They're sellouts. So, and my story was an example of that, which is why I feel confident speaking on them, because I've been behind the scenes and seen them be quiet when they should speak. And then I've seen them speak when they should be quiet.
So now, what does that have to do with the first thing? And I know that clip you think that it has something to do with it, but I want to talk about this. LeBron says he was, telling his teammates back in 2010 that the Migos were going to be up next. The only problem is that the Migos' first mixtape was in 2011. So the reality is that what we're finding out from Bron is LeBron is a clout chaser to a certain degree. All right. Now, let me just say this. I'm not very familiar with, so much of the new music, the Migos music and things like that. I mean, I've heard of the guys, but I'm a little older, right? So if you don't really know, all that you need to do is just say, rest in peace. I really enjoyed their music from the early times. And that's it. But you know what? So many people fake care. And I want you guys to really understand this. All right? I want you guys to understand this. Many people do not. And if you think that folks smile in your face and people like you, you can feel all of that. Most people just don't care about you. The earlier you guys understand it, the better it's going to get. Most guys don't care about you. It's evident. You just need to make it understood that they don't care, right? Once you get that in your mind, once you get that in your system, things are much better for you to understand, okay? Because people are going to fake care. People will say things about you just because, you know what, he passed away. Well, let me say it because he's passed away, and I want to look cool. Same thing what happened when Derek Jackson did when DMX died. Let me get cool points. People don't really have, a whole lot of positive things to I mean, those people who really know you, right? Like that. And the more you understand that, the more you can deal with it. Because a lot of people are really fake. At the same time, some people could be like, man, I don't give a F about that dude. You know what I mean? Who cares? Just trying to be in the culture. And once you understand that, you know what, because we all gotta see God for ourselves, as the old saying goes. The people that do care about you guys and that love you, that care about you, you need to take this opportunity, if you will, to really deal with the folks who are really close to you. Close. The folks that really got your back, and in a world where they don't have to, you should value that. Because you got people like LeBron James, who is capping again which is what he does. Again, he's typically lying in these little white lies people call him out for. You can call them simple mistakes. This is what he does. LeBron don't care about these people like that. LeBron is too busy kissing butt for you know who. People don't even really rock with you like that. You know, people act like they, like I saw this with Kevin Samuels. When Kevin Samuels died, I swear to God, I saw people the week he died talking big shit about him. Now that he's passed on, now they're doing highlight videos of him, reflecting on him. And I've talked to Kevin before he passed. He didn't like these individuals at all. Like, these are individuals that had years worth of problems with Kevin as soon as he got popular. And now these people are, because why? They feel like if I speak highly of Kevin with his fan base, they're going to subscribe to me. Even though that didn't happen, they're just still as terrible as they once were before. But that's how fake people are. People are so fake and expect that you don't realize it. Like you're that dumb. Like you didn't realize you was talking about them last week. And then this week, you know, like, oh, the first mixtape was in 2010. Like we didn't know what year it came out. Like you didn't know. People really think you're stupid. That's another thing too. You'd be surprised at how many people think folks are stupid. Like you're not going to research what you're talking about. You'd be surprised. So just know that the people that you come across, smile, you know, they don't really like you that much. Most people, you don't do that much for them anyway, for them to like you, to be real. You're not the reason why, you know, they have food on the table. You're not the reason why they have clothes on their back. So they don't have any interest to care about you. Long as you understand it and you understand how it works, it's going to be much easier for you to deal in life with those understandings. Otherwise, you're going to be living a false life, trying to impress these same people who don't care if you live or die. To be real, that's all guys are going to come across. Impressing people who could care less about you. And they're just going to say the wrong thing anyway to cloud chase you. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.